Sometimes the descriptions in the Minecraft Bedrock Marketplace just leave too much to the imagination, and it's very easy to overlook an add-on or be conned by one. So we're going to be taking a look inside another add-on real quick today and just seeing how much stuff we actually get in the add-on. The add-on that we're going to have a look inside is the Food Expansion add-on by Mine North. It's currently unrated and it costs 990 mine tokens, which is the equivalent of £4.99 in my local currency. And it says bring you an extensive collection of delicious new foods, powerful cooking tools and unique recipes to master. New food recipes, new kitchen table, new crops, new farm utility vehicles, new entities and much more. Become the ultimate food master and turn your survival experience into a gourmet journey with Food Expansion add-on. We can't tell how much of everything is included in this add-on, which means it's perfect for us to have a look at what's inside. So welcome back to the Daz Man Reacts YouTube channel. I am your host Daz Man, and in today's What's Inside video, we're going to be taking a look inside the Food Expansion add-on and seeing just how many items, how many entities, how much content we actually get from Mine North in their add-on. If you enjoyed today's video, please do leave a like, drop a comment down below, let me know what are you thinking about this add-on. Remember, we're not going to be looking at everything. This isn't an experience focused video, this is more a quantity focused video, but do leave a comment down below and let me know what you're thinking. And if you're new to this channel, well, everybody is. It's the Daz Man Reacts channel. Only the OGs are currently subscribed, so become an OG and hit that subscribe button. We're on the road, we're so close to 300 subscribers. We're trying to get to that 1,000. Please help the Daz Man Reacts channel. I would really appreciate it. Let's go and have a look then and see what do we actually get inside the Food Expansion add-on. So I'll be the first to admit, when I saw the Food Expansion add-on in the Minecraft Marketplace with a very vague description on just how much quantity we get in this add-on, I was like, I don't know, 990 mine tokens doesn't exactly say what we're getting in terms of numbers of things. Something seems a bit remiss here, and then I put it off to the side. I was like, we'll do a what's inside video and we'll see how it goes. After laying it out, I was actually pleasantly surprised by the amount of content that are added. Now, immediate red flag for a lot of people, there are entities, and you can see these here. We've got lampposts down here as entities, we've got some logs, we've got some wells and some carts, all as entities in the game, meaning if you have too many of them, they are going to cause lag. And I know entities can be a massive no-go for a lot of people. Even a few decorative things like these books are entities on here as well, which is weird because if you go over here, there is a kitchen counter, or what is it? There is a kitchen table, which doesn't seem to be an entity, but you can interact with it. So if we was to go into survival, it's probably why it's not an entity, but you can go into survival and this is how you would get all of the different foods, but we'll get to that shortly. So that's one thing to just be aware of. There are a lot of entities in this game. We've also got some tractors around here as well, which would work out as entities, and these can be driven too. Not necessarily the fastest thing in the world, but I'm not the biggest fan of vehicles in Minecraft either. They just always work a little bit clunky. But yeah, just be aware of the entities. There might be more entities than you are particularly expecting. Also, there are two new vending machines that are added. So one of them, this one, the vending machine seed, allows you to buy different seeds in the world so you can grow all of your own crops. They seem to cost 1 copper ingot, and at the bottom there are two traders. There's a merchant buyer and a merchant seller that you can essentially buy for 10 copper each. And then also there is a vending machine vehicle which will sell you vehicle parts for you to craft a vehicle, and they are used by trading in golden harvest emblems, which is the currency of the quality life apparently, so just bear that in mind. But they are also entities as well. One thing that this add-on has absolute in abundance is items, food items in particular. So we can see on here tons of different foods right here. There are so many different foods that, if I'm not mistaken, I may have... Actually, no, I didn't. There are so many foods on here. I did debate not even building this section, but these are all meals on here. We've got garlic rice, herb bread, we've got raisin bread, we've got cheesy potato pancakes, which grant an effect, we've got stuffed pepper ham bread, and we've got nebula root stew, just to name a few. That wasn't supposed to rhyme. Some of these are just going to give you hunger, like filling effects, I guess, so you can eat them and they will fill up your hunger bar. If we drop out here, I'll get my health down at some point. We get the herb bread as well on here, which you can just eat. Some of them, though, are going to grant you certain effects like fire resistance for 20 seconds or absorption for 20 seconds, and some of them are quite beastie, as you can tell by the purple text, and this grants speed 2 and random effect for 20 seconds as well as causing random teleporting after eating. So these meals, we'll call them, can vary depending on how strong they are for you, but look at that in terms of a crafting capability. It's absolutely mental. And I think if we run all the way down here really quickly to the kitchen table, which I believe is how you craft these in, we'll be able to see in abundance just how much there is in the menu. Look at that. And they've all got crafting recipes. They all use items, some vanilla, some from the add-on. But it's just mad how much food you get. It's almost overloading in the amount of food you get. For me, I feel it's a bit overwhelming, but I'm never going to complain at having more and more content. It's crazy. And then we've got little bits of food. So you can get things like roasted shark, which you get from mobs, by the way, that are added into this game. We'll talk about that in a moment. I didn't even realize there was mobs in this. There are a ton of them, and they all have drops, which you will see here, this half all the way up to that line. They are crops or they are mob drops to create meals or just eat in general. And then there are also items from these mobs. So for instance, you can get a wasp stinger from a wasp. You can get a duck feather from a duck. You can get a lava axolotl hide from a lava axolotl. It's absolutely crazy how much content you actually get in this pack if you can overlook the entities, and how not mentioned it is in the description. Now I can currently see as well from where I am, it's rated 1 star at the moment from 1 review. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's the entities, maybe it doesn't work. I stand to be corrected on that one. But in terms of sheer quantity, this is mad. Do your own research in terms of the experience, but I'm thinking at the moment on quantity alone, there is very close to value for money. But we're not finished there, by the way. No. The game also adds in these things called plots. So we get eggplant plot, for instance, or we get a mystic herb plot or a corn plot. And if you interact with it on the floor, it creates farms for you. So a mystic herb plot on the floor, interact, boom, spawns in a mystic herb plot, which if I go into survival and I punch it, you get the mystic herb and a seed to plant back down again. Now, all of this on the surface seems quite amazing if you're into crops and food. That 1 star rating, though, does have me questioning why it's 1 star. Could it be entities? People really don't like entities. Maybe it is, or maybe there's something game breaking. Please go out there, do your own research and check, find out what might be good or bad about this add-on. You also get a whole load of car parts as well on here to craft the different trucks. So you get certain things like, if I go into creative, a crane machine, exhaust, fertilizer cart machine, seeder machine, tires, wheels. So you can craft a vehicle and you can add things onto them to make farming vehicles as well. Still amazing in terms of just concept. I'm not going to sit here and say that this is the best add-on I've ever seen. Haven't experienced the gameplay, but in terms of what we're getting, I think it's quite good. We also get armors. So there are 4 different armor pieces to make the one outfit, and they are the miner helmet, the forager's pants, the crop wind chest, and then lastly the boots of travel. And if we go into here, we can see, so the miner helmet's there, the forager pants, no information on there at the moment. But one thing I found, when you're wearing the forager pants, if I go up here, I was getting very confused in setup, but when I was throwing things down, they were coming back to me. The forager pants actually doesn't let you drop things. It kind of has a magnetic fill. Now, if I go away, it won't come back to me. But if I get closer to it, it does. So it has that magnetic fill of bringing items to you. Now, all of this stuff down here, I dropped before I put them on. And magnetic filled. Now, some add-ons try to sell that as a utility. This is just in here quietly as an armor piece. And I did think the armor was broken in doing so. And it does make me wonder what effects you get from other things. So boots of travel actually gives us speed. The cropwind chest doesn't seem to tell us any kind of effect that it has on it immediately, but neither did the forager pants. So not really sure what this does, but it wouldn't surprise me if it has an effect. And then the miner helmet gives you night vision because it's got a big torch on the top. I think it's a bit of a mess in terms of how it's been allocated and given out, but it is quite sick, to be honest with you, for what they've got. Like, I'm not going to sit here, like I say, and say it's the greatest thing in the entire world, but I kind of think there has to be some points here just on the amount of stuff that's given. And that's with a big asterisk of it is currently rated 1 star. So I do stand to be corrected on that. We do also have a ton of seeds on here, like for instance, onion seeds, which if I grab a bucket of water and a netherite hoe, just going to break that in there, put the bucket of water in, and then we can just place it down. They are just grown like normal. If I go into here and settings, and we do the incredibly long wait for the settings, we will be able to adjust our tick speed and see that they grow just like everything else. Random tick speed 100. And there we go. So they will grow for us too. So it's a crop add-on, it's a farming add-on, it's a food add-on, it's an entity lag machine add-on. I didn't get all of that from the description. I don't know if you guys did. Let me know. But then also, lastly, it's got mobs. It's got a ton of mobs. It's got ocean mobs, like for instance, a salmon, which isn't going to do anything because we're not in water. Let's just plonk these down here and then boom. So it's got some fish, which don't move when it's outside of water, but it does have what it needs to do there. It will die outside of water, so that's cool. We've then got flying fish, apparently. What makes it fly? I don't know. But there we go, some more fish. We've also then got a raven, which will fly away. Now, one thing that should be mentioned, no custom sounds so far. Got a flying fish out of the water. No custom sounds. I hate when things are added to mob add-ons that don't have custom sounds. Got nothing. That's a shame. That is a shame. So between entities and no sounds, I'm a little bit upset so far. A lynx, if you punch it, nothing. But the models look nice. And the vastness of everything looks nice. You just got to get some sounds in there and find a way to get rid of as many of those entities as possible. But that is what you get as an overview in this add-on. Let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comments. If you know why this is currently rated a 1 star, do let me know as well. Is it broken? Is it the entities? Is it the lack of sound? I could understand all three. Please do leave a like on the video if you enjoyed this quick glimpse and if it kind of showed you the content involved, if you was unsure. And if you're new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you for watching, everybody. Peace!